here we are again.
That was fancy.
Killer intro.
Yeah. The new one's going to roll out next time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I had no idea you were going live. I thought this was just one of those backstage jobs.
Oh, no, I told you it'd be live.
Did you?
Yeah,
I
Should have.
I sure did. Join us live tonight, Ron.
Yeah, no, you didn't say anything about being live.
That's all right. You're live now.
Surprise!
Surprise.
I got the live message, so maybe he thought he copy pasted.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's
I
fun.
thought I said it'd be live, but well, I invited David too.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't heard nothing from him.
Yeah. Well, I can
He's
come play
busy
for a
drooling
little
over
bit.
my food plate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sent him some from this weekend.
Oh.
So I need to get involved in that and sending David
Oh, yeah.
food pictures.
Anybody that has them on Facebook needs to send them food pictures every meal.
Oh yeah.
No, that sounds
Yeah.
horrible. As somebody
It
that
is
can't
so
cook
much
for
fun.
themselves, it's not nice.
Oh, so we can do it to you too then.
No.
Oh, yeah.
I shall have to start doing that, Lumi.
I think
I do.
pizza with pepperoni and pineapple for David.
I do it in Discord all the time. Just drop a picture and leave.
Yeah.
And have your jug of eggnog sitting next to your pizza.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
Enough room, huh?
Yeah.
That's funny. What's
so what do
everybody
you
up?
got going on, Ron?
Sunday, been mostly just doing eBay stuff. Yeah, it's been good. It's been really good, especially today. Just kept hearing my favorite sound, cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of nice.
Usually, Cha-Ching is my least favorite song because that means when he's leaving me.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, there's enough of that, and this is kind of bringing it back in, so it's kind of nice.
Yeah, one day I'll get my balance.
Oh, God, yeah,
One day.
yeah.
One day mine might actually be out of black.
I never will. I gave up on that.
Yeah.
What's that?
Out of the black.
Getting out of debt. Because like last month I paid the house off. I finally paid the house off 30 years later.
Oh, congratulations.
And then the transmission goes out of my truck. So
It's always something. Yeah,
here we go again.
yeah,
So
yeah. I had to put a new
Somehow-
engine in my truck not too long ago. It's 11.5. Oh, my God, I almost died. Then I got a COVID motor to boot.
Yeah.
if they tell me
Yeah.
anything 5 or more, I'm just going to trade it off.
Yeah.
Somehow I have not found myself in debt. However, I have depleted my savings account on Hestatus corridors.
It's easy to do.
Well, maybe you'll get some cha-ching coming back if you breed them.
There you go. Yeah.
I don't like to ship them, so I have to keep nagging people like you to come pick them up.
I see Dee Dee's in the chat. She's on the East Coast. She's way closer than I am.
Oh,
Lumi, he was trying to get Nancy to come over too.
yep.
There you go.
I need somebody to come help me pick up these fish and identify them.
I think they're too small yet.
Which ones?
The ones in your bucket.
Oh, yeah, the ones in the bucket for sure, but the ones that were just outside of the bucket range that were taunting me, they need to be identified.
I only saw the darters in that creek. So
Yeah. There's like 4 darters on that log. There's a bunch of minnows on the other side. Some sort of a sunfish. I was looking for sucker fishes, but I didn't see any of those this time around. And then I don't know what the other ones are, but I'm starting to think that there's some form of a chub. But if it is, I want it because especially if it's a thin chub, I definitely need that in my life.
Yeah. How's it going?
Hey,
What's up,
Hey,
Whip?
Whip.
what's going on? I went a little long. Sorry about that.
Oh,
You're good.
you could have continued going. Wouldn't have bothered me any.
I don't like doing that. But I was we started off slow and then it picked up, so I was like, yeah, let's roll with it, and I wasn't even watching the clock. So, but Ed had to go. He's going out to a movie. How are you all? All good? Good things.
Fantastic.
Sore, tired, work too much.
Definitely.
That was last weekend. I was a good boy this weekend.
Yeah, I'll be working next weekend again too. This weekend it was just my stuff, catching up on sleep and
I didn't
On
think
to work.
I didn't think you slept.
my body's been telling me I need to because I've been falling asleep standing up. So
As
I
long
think
as
it's
it's
time.
not behind the wheel.
Dude,
I
fell
can manage
asleep
to
on
stay
that
awake
bike.
doing that. That sucks.
Yeah, you know, when you're all of a sudden like half sideways in the up the next lane, and you're like, "What the hell?"
Not a good place.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet.
that was not good.
Again, like if we're slow at work, I'll stand at the counter and then all of a sudden my head hits at the counter.
Get a dent up here, kind of a flat spot.
Yeah.
That's why he's got to
Yeah,
wear the
sec-
do-rag. It's more a bald spot up there. That's
Right.
it. Hit the counter so
the,
much.
the secretary start laughing at me, and yeah,
New local
How'd your
life.
stream go? How'd your stream go, Whip?
It went all right. I had about 50 people in there. It wasn't bad.
Oh,
That ain't bad
pretty
at
good.
all.
It was high 40s most of the time. Once I got rolling, I was so slow coming in because I didn't have anything to talk about really. So I was just kind of going off chat, and chat was saying hi to each other, but not a lot of conversation. So it was
yeah.
Right. We never have anything to talk about on here. It's just
well, it's easy when you got a group, you know, like everybody's
Well,
got a little
yeah.
something they can contribute. But when you're up there all by yourself and you're like, "Yep, I got nothing. I don't know why
here
I
I
started
am talking just to talk.
it." Yeah,
why did I
right,
schedule
exactly.
this?
Yeah, I actually said that. I think
I have no idea how Rico pulled that off all the time.
some
Hey,
people are just good at talking.
And he would do it for like 2 hours.
What am I
That
looking
was
at?
last
Is that
week.
snow?
That's snow. That's last week in a parking lot.
Oh,
No,
still
thank you.
well.
Unbelievable. How do you, I don't understand how you can be that much colder than we are down here.
It's a lot different up here than it is where you are for sure. Because even Milwaukee to here, that's only an hour north of you, baby, or basically. But yeah,
Yeah, Milwaukee's maybe an hour
yeah,
on a diagonal.
yeah. It's about 4 hours from here too.
Then you got Ron. They don't even see snow.
Earthquake,
And,
fire, flood, and riot. The airport season.
That's all I need to know you live in California.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're in Palm Desert, about a half an hour east of Palm Springs.
He's not that far from Jimmy P, so he needs to
No,
go over there,
it's a
tap up.
couple hours south of him.
Go over and knock on Jimmy's door.
Yeah.
He actually texted me not too long ago, just kind of checking in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, that's hey, buddy. Good to hear from you. And then he was on radio silence again. So.
Then he went back to his 3D
Yeah.
printer.
Oh, he's got one of those too?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he's 3D printing himself a new girlfriend.
Oh,
Right?
Or a rascal. Something he can get around with.
Right.
Looks like we got a new guy in town, Nick at Hardwater Propagation.
I see that.
I know that guy. I've watched
Do you?
his videos, I believe. Yeah. I know his channel name.
He said he just found you.
Well,
Yeah. No, I think I found him before though.
Another one on stage.
Aquarium Domain.
How's it going, Jeremy?
Sherman used to join us up here again.
Sore from gardening. I haven't done that in a while.
I was supposed to do some garden work today,
Yeah.
but I ended up in my creek instead.
Yeah. I think
On
it was
purpose or
last.
accidentally?
Yeah.
I think both.
Both.
Both. I didn't plan to get a bunch of water in my boots. Let me tell you, they hold water very well. The whole time I was
yeah.
walking home, they were just like flooding out. And I was like, I'm just going to try to keep walking naturally because I don't want anybody to be like, what the heck is she doing?
They make
For
that.
now, Jeremy, for now.
They make
I
that.
can
Creek
take off if you want him
Oh,
up.
you're
I can definitely.
No,
'cause I
you-
don't have much to contribute here.
I can only stick
Ah,
around till
I-
a little after 6. Kathy's in a meeting. When she's out, we're doing dinner, so
Make sure
I
you
will
take a
gladly relinquish a spot so you can hang around with.
I will
Yeah, Latoya.
also relinquish.
I appreciate the invite. It's always nice to see you guys.
Yeah.
Always good to have you on, Ron.
Thanks, Michael.
Your stream's always during work, so I can cut or catch it here
Yeah.
and there while I'm driving.
Right. I get
I
a
don't-
lot of that during the day.
Yeah. I think I'm going to back off of it quite a bit for a while. It's just, I'm not
Yeah.
doing a lot of the stuff I should be doing. So I was thinking maybe
I know
like
that
twice
feeling.
a month now. You know,
I'm not backing off that much.
yeah.
Twice a week for a while yet, and then start backing off again.
Yeah.
Not next weekend, the weekend after, we're gonna start the kayak fishing streams again. So
Oh, cool.
Do you,
Jill said I have to have
record
the
that?
van ready.
Yeah.
I stream it live, yeah.
Oh,
At least as long as I have reception, I do.
Right.
We'll see if you can get your hooked on a bridge again or something.
Yeah, that sucked. It was one of the lures I made too. Otherwise, I would have just kept the line and left it.
I should blow up my unicorn floaty for my creek hunting adventures.
You should and record it.
They'll never know what hit them. There's just going to be a unicorn floating up to them.
Definitely record it.
Go live with that or what?
I think you should.
Yep.
How would I go live with that? I don't see that being a possibility.
Hit the
Or at least
live button.
record
Get an
it.
auto. Yeah, get an auto tracking camera or something.
Yeah.
Or duct tape
sounds
the
fun.
camera to the unicorn's horn or something.
Oh. I have a turtle also.
There's a will, there's a way. We could drag the turtle behind with the camera on it while you ride the unicorn.
True. Do you like a little tow rope?
Yeah.
I don't know how well I'm going to paddle on one of those things, though, because that creek still is pretty swift for a floaty.
You'll find a way.
You don't have to paddle if it's swift. You just hang on.
Right.
Yeah, just hang on
Anchor
and
and a
go for the
rope.
ride.
Yeah, but I don't want to go down the creek without much of a paddle.
Yeah.
Better than going up the creek without a paddle.
I would much rather
Yeah.
try to go up the creek because that's where I live.
We could always walk up the creek and then float down.
I wonder how that'll go. My husband already had to message the neighbors. He was like, so Lumi might be poking around in the creek over there. Just giving you a heads up.
Don't shoot her.
Don't shoot
Yeah.
her.
Don't throw anything at her. Don't shoot her.
Don't shoot her.
See there, you're already popular in the chat, so definitely record that. It sounds promising. See, so now you got to do it.
Yep. Even new local Austin says the turtle cam sounds promising.
I mean, I could always just save this until one of you come over
Yeah, that's gonna be a
and
little
then
bit.
you can record it.
I think you can ride the unicorn and have Dee Dee ride the turtle.
There you go.
I
Oh.
agree.
We can watch that
Oh.
camera.
I
You
don't
gotta
know
have
what.
Yes,
another
we
one.
should-
You'd have to have one more for Foxy though.
That's a long drive for Foxy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Must be nice to have water in your backyard.
Mm,
I-
Yeah.
Dee says the mermaids are going to ride a seahorse.
Right?
How's your tub doing, Ron?
It's good. Those two Plecosauruses are really cleaning it up. I'm astounded, just leaps and bounds from what it was when I put them in. Still a lot way to go, but there's one end of it, almost the entire one end is all the way down to the black plastic again.
Hey, George.
Nice.
That stuff was awful. I don't know where it came from, but just, I mean, that really thick, soft algae. You know,
Oh,
just
yeah.
pick it up, goes right through your fingers. You know, it's kind of slimy.
Mhm.
Probably came from a bird.
Oh,
Do you
there's
tub,
not.
Jeff?
What's that?
Do you tub?
Kinda. I got some ponds out there with a couple barrels and a kiddie pool.
He's got
And
some
when-
very interesting shaped tubs.
When did you start?
I think I put them in the ground last summer. I was doing
then-
rads out there last summer.
Like when this season, will you already got stuff out there, or are you waiting?
No,
for it to
I'm-
warm up?
I'm waiting for it to warm up a little more.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat.
Oh.
I mean, I'm warmer than you, but there's no way I would put anything unless it's goldfish or something.
White clouds or Daniels.
Yeah, something that's used to cold.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's just, well. So those rads I had out there until it was in the 30s last winter or last fall. So
My pond is
Right.
already 70 degrees. I don't.
Wow. Wow, it's warmer than mine. Mine was 68, 67, 68 about an hour ago. So, wow.
I need to check mine. I just put a waterfall system on it today.
Oh, cool.
Ooh.
Uh,
Solar powered.
In the
Another
back or
month, mine will probably hit
on the
100.
tip?
Yeah.
it's on the tip.
Oh, is it? No, it's not going the wrong way.
Well, it's on the side of the tip, so it's pierced now.
It's going the wrong way.
Whip, you
I
got to
know.
see. You got to see the picture of his ponds, and the way that they're laid out is a very phallic symbol.
Yeah.
It
To
wasn't
say the
intentional,
least.
but the holes are deep, so I wasn't going to redo it.
Yeah.
Nancy
holes
had
are
a
deep.
valid
That's
point
why
of
he
it
did it
looking like
phallic.
a cow.
That's
Yeah.
why you got to have the waterfall on the right part.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but then the water's flowing out.
Do one of those crate things where you do the gravel on top so the water storage and then have it cycle back through with an underbog
fog filter.
system. Boom. Yep.
Yeah, there's going to be something like that connecting a couple of the kiddie pools. Because I have one more kiddie pool to tie into it.
Hey,
3
Skip.
balls.
We all
It's
just
Jeff K.
have to wait
What's
and
that?
see where he puts it.
What about me?
I said it's Jeff Kane. What do you expect?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The last one's going to be, it's going to be 8 feet from where I have the waterfall at right now. Because that's how longer the hose is. So it's probably going to be off to the right side of the last kiddie pool. Because it's going to be a step down connecting all of them.
So are these true in the ground? I should know this, but
They're not supposed to be in the ground, but they are.
they aren't.
But yeah, they're not. Well, the kiddie pools are just those little $10
Oh yeah, yeah.
soft sides. I wish they were hard sides, but they're soft sides. So you have to use caution when walking around them because I have sand. It's not packed in tight yet, so if I get too close, it kind of shoves in a little bit.
Oh yeah.
I found a baby turtle in the kiddie pool today.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
It's
he
been a couple years,
meanders
but
his
I've
way in there.
What was it? Was it just a slider, or was it a snapper,
just-
or what?
Painted turtle up here.
Painted.
Yeah,
I
a
found
little
a,
red
I
belly.
found a snapping turtle about that big around that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was in the
I
bottom of
had
mine.
one. I put it
Yeah.
in the creek though. I wasn't okay with my new guest in my pond.
no. Things get
There's all
massive.
kinds of snappers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try to figure out how to scurry them off my property whenever they start making their
Good
way up
luck.
to my different ponds.
Good luck.
Mhm. It's just like frogs. It's just a matter of time.
Yep.
And I remember my uncle tried to take like a shop broom handle and was trying to like coax it away, and the thing just grabbed onto that handle and snapped it in half.
Yep. My brother ran up to one day with a broom handle, stuck it up there. They latched onto it and he picked it up. Carried
I think
it
it
off
just-
over to the truck and stuck it in the back of his truck. I'm like, what are you doing? I said, getting it out of here.
I think I'll just get it like a super soaker and just keep harassing it.
They can jump a little bit, Lemmy.
That's why I said a super soaker. Balls.
Ah, yes.
That's from April 12th.
That's cool.
So it was still solid ice on April 12th.
That's
Wow.
unbelievable.
As soon as I saw that picture, I'm just like 1, 2, 3, waiting for the comment to come. Didn't take very.
Oh, yeah.
When I was digging that in, it was during one of Andrew's streams, and he was having a ladies' night. So all the girls were up there, and Debs was just harassing the hell out of me, and I could barely even dig because I was laughing so damn hard.
Oh boy. But you got to move the 2 tubs and put 2 kiddie pools in place.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get some growth on the balls.
Yeah, a little swollen. You don't want them blue anymore.
They need to get uncold.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ron's down here
Remember this
thinking,
with
what the
Raiders?
hell did I come in here for?
Yeah.
It's good for a laugh. So are those
Yeah.
the blue round ones are those like the food grade drums or
Yeah, those are old glycol barrels,
yeah,
55-gallon barrels.
just cut them in half.
No, I cut the top off and dug a hole deep enough to fit them.
Oh wow! So that's what, like 4 feet deep?
Oh,
3.5, 4
3
feet?
foot, yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's like a foot sticking out the top, so.
Yeah.
Uh,
Wow.
but it keeps the temp stable on it. That's why I was able to keep the rads out so late last year.
Sure.
Water temps were still in the upper 40s when I pulled them in.
Oh wow. Yeah. I'm waiting to see how it goes here midsummer when it's air temps are 115, 120. You know,
Yeah.
it'd be fun. Yeah.
I think I think all tubs should be in the ground if you can.
Yeah.
It helps keep them stable.
Possible.
Yeah, I may end up doing that, dropping it in about, it's one of those Rubbermaid tubs, the livestock tubs. And
Is it
and
the
there's
50?
a spot about this far from the top that would make a great line to dig it down into.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, Lumi, what?
Is it the 50 or the 150? There's
100.
the 350.
Yeah, it's a 100.
Oh.
I want to pick up a couple like Katie and Jake got. The
Yeah.
like 1,000-gallon or whatever it is. The big
Yeah.
big bugger they got.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
I
I
have
want to
the
sink that in
one-
the ground.
I have the one that Stephen P has on my wish list on Tractor Supply.
Yeah, that's
Which
where I
one's
got
that?
mine.
Yeah, we have
Oop.
it's called Orscheln's Farm and Home Center.
Yeah.
And they have one that's 8 foot across, 3 foot deep.
Oh, wow.
Yep. That's
And
one
I
of the
stand-
ones that Katie and Jake have.
I
that?
stand there looking at it like, nah, I don't need that yet. I don't need that.
Is it,
Yeah,
is
you
it
do.
round or is it like
Yeah,
a
you do.
trough?
There's a round.
There's a round one.
I
Yeah.
like the round.
I think-
yeah.
I think one of them is like 10 or 12 feet across, and the other one's 8 foot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One I have is rounded ends and kind of short, straight sides. So it's,
Oval.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think overall it's about 4 foot long and maybe 2.5, 3 feet wide, something like that.
I was silly and I only got a Jeep Renegade, so I can't fit one of those in my Jeep.
Just pick up a couple boards, run those across the top first,
There you go.
and strap that to the top of that.
Yeah.
Strapped to the roof.
Or there's a way.
Yeah. And I'll
I
bet
hold a
they'll
big
deliver
old,
it to you, too.
I hold a 40-some inch tube TV on the back of a Neon.
There's no way the husband would let me do that.
Picked up a bicycle rack and strapped that to the trunk, and then stuck the TV on top of it. It
They'll
was a
deliver
two-door
it for
Neon.
you.
There was no way you could get in. A Walmart wouldn't. But yeah,
Hey,
the
Asia.
Tractor Supply will deliver for you.
Oh yeah.
They have some really insane shipping prices on Tractor Supply.
Really?
Yes. I am not happy.
Duckweed.
I
some more
may
duckweed? I
have
can ship you
already
some.
had. I would have had more tubs if Tractor Supply was better.
Try Amazon.
I've never even looked because
Yeah.
Tractor Supply is less than a mile from my house.
Oh wow. Yeah.
I'm waiting because I've seen the Rubbermaid tubs go down to anywhere from 50 to 80 for the 50-gallon.
Right.
So I'm waiting to make sure that if I'm going to buy another one, to at least get a good deal on it.
Maybe
And then I'm
reach
gonna
out
put
to
some fish.
maybe reach out to Instacart or something like that and see how much they charge to go get it and deliver it.
I don't have Instacart.
Yeah, they're
Oh, they don't
only
have that there? Yeah, okay.
30 minutes from me.
Yeah. I got some shelves from Walmart, the plastic, storage shelves. And
Just,
Instacart is their automatic delivery. Or Walmart does
Calling it-
too. So
Call an Uber driver and have him rent a U-Haul.
Yeah.
you got a Home Depot near you? Lumi?
I don't drive, so it becomes a little bit
Oh, okay.
more.
Okay. Because
Annoying.
they've got those $20 flatbed rentals.
Mhm.
For, I think it's $20 an hour. So you can load up the truck and get like 10 or 12 all at once. Hire the kid down the street to drive for you.
Yeah.
Nancy brought home a 6-foot stock tank in her Nissan Rogue because the battery was dead in her truck. I bet that was interesting.
Do you have pictures of your? Did you take pictures
Yeah.
before you drove that home, or did you just drive home like a chicken? I'd be like full anxiety, just like
This goes way back. Whip might have saw it. Color Guppies and Jason from Depths Unknown went to go pick up a tank in a stand. Did you see that video?
I
They shrink
remember them talking about it, but I don't know that I actually ever saw the video.
they shrink wrapped it to the roof of Color Guppy's car.
Oh,
They went around and around the car with shrink wrap and shrink wrap.
I think I've
well,
seen that
one thing
video.
about it won't move.
I'm pretty sure I've seen that video.
They did it tight enough that thing will never move.
It's been a couple years ago, and I was just laughing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
leave it to those two
I am.
characters.
I am really confident I've seen that video.
I
Still
brought
attached
home-
to the roof of the car.
I brought home some 16-foot deck boards in a 6-foot bed. That was fun.
Yeah.
10 foot of board hanging out the back of my truck, and I had to stop about halfway home because, I'd loaded them in there the
They
regular
slid
way.
back.
No, they didn't move, but they were doing the old
Oh, you'll bounce.
the bounce, yeah, like a diving board. So I ended up having to like flip them on their sides so that they were,
Yeah.
standing upright, and that took all the bounce out. But yeah, I
Oh,
was
yeah.
nervous because I had 10 foot. I had basically a lance sticking out the back of my truck. I was just waiting for somebody to come rear end me.
Yeah.
Well, you should talk to Jeremy about hauling it. He's the master of moving all that big lumber, all them big tanks.
Right?
Scotty
I don't
did
think I knew
something like
Jeremy.
that recently. He was redoing his central air system and was driving around with a bunch of PVC tubing popping out of his window. Just drive by a couple mailboxes, get a nice. It's a federal at that point. If you hit a
Uh-huh.
couple, extra
Uh-huh.
points. Extra points.
Just don't hit the ones
Yeah.
that somebody was smart enough to line the inside with concrete.
Nice, Cheryl. So, Curtis,
Those don't feel
that
good.
Nick's hard water, The video that I found of his was his Amicus Splendens video.
I'll have to go look. How many do you
I knew I
want?
watched him somewhere. What's that?
How many do you want?
I don't want any.
Sure.
I was just trying to remember where I knew him from. I knew that I knew him though.
Yeah, I've done that in my 4Runner. Roll the window down and have it clear up against the seats and sticking out the back window. If I'm home,
Yep.
though, I just take the old truck because it's got an 8-foot bed.
And if all
I
else
put
fails,
airbags in
you,
the van
you just
that I
call
could crank
flatbed.
or load it up more.
Jeremy probably just has most of his stuff delivered at this point.
Probably.
All his stuff is so damn big.
He just
Or
calls them and say, "Send me a pallet of this."
Yeah, right.
He's got the
Yeah.
semi pulls down the driveway that has the forklift on the back of it.
Where you want it?
Yeah.
Same with the gravel, the stuff he uses in those filters. I just dump it right there. Dump it in the usual place.
So duckweed.
I don't blame you, Jeremy.
That's why I go to Menards for wood, because I gave up on Home Depot.
Oh God, they don't have us. I don't think they have a straight board in the building.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
You go through that whole stack of 2x4s and might find 4 or 5 that are decent.
Yeah.
That was such a struggle because I'm using 2x3s and those are even worse.
Yeah.
I mean, those are miserable to work with.
I remember I was making my own DIY shelves, and the board was bowed a little bit, so I managed to semi-level it, and then I flipped the board when I drilled it into the wall, and then I was like, "Oh my God, what did I do?" Because it was no longer level at all, and things just slide off that shelf now.
Both
Jody, my
directions.
Menards is the opposite of that. My Menards are all straight and nice and dry.
Wow.
So I had looked up the stock tanks on Amazon. You can get a 129 gallon oval bathtub for doing the cold water plunges for like $60.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
wow.
Are they heavy duty?
Is that the galvanized or the rubber plastic?
No, it's the plastic. I'm sure they're not as heavy duty as Rubbermaid, but they look decent
Oh,
enough.
wow. Yeah. With a lid. Interesting.
Yeah. Well, they're intended for people to get in.
Right.
Actually, it's probably a soft side.
Probably.
Put that PVC in there. I'd still put that in the ground.
No, why
Other
not?
people's gonna hold it back.
I mean, I put a kiddie pool in the ground. Why not put that in the ground?
And free delivery with Prime?
I think so.
At the point of getting to something that I'm going to put in the ground, I'm just going to end up buying a liner.
Yeah.
Have you priced liners? They are.
That's what my
they are-
two ponds are.
Yeah.
Are they? Because I mean, I've checked. If you're familiar with Greg Whitstock and all those guys from Aquarium Aquarium,
The pond
Aquascape.
guy?
Yeah, the pond guy. His shop is right an hour away, and I've gone in there a couple times, and good Lord Almighty, they want some serious money for those liners.
Well,
Yeah.
that's because it's what he uses.
My pond
There's
is used rubber off of a roof.
Really?
Yeah. I've been
Roof-
watching for them.
A roofing company was tearing off a roof of a flat top building. And I just asked them, "What are you going to do with all that liner?" And they're like, "You can have all you can carry."
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I wish I would have been looking when they tore down the old grocery store. I would have grabbed so much rubber roof off of that thing.
Boy, it's heavy.
Oh, yeah.
It's like
I would have
I don't-
borrowed Dad's car hauler and had him load it with a forklift.
it's like 3/16 or 1/4 inch thick.
Yeah, it's heavy
That's
stuff.
a thick membrane.
Mine's been in the ground about 20 years.
Yeah, mine has only been in for about 2.5, 3 years, time is just oblivious. I got nothing on time. But it's been fine for 2 to 3 years.
Or you can buy liners at Home Depot and stuff too.
I got mine off of Amazon.
So
I need to actually have my big pond dredged.
yeah, I'm not helping with that.
No, I have.
There's a little lake near me that needs to be dredged. It used to be great fishing when I was a kid, and now it's just got so much of that. It's like water or something plant. It's like a little tiny lily pad, but the root bases in them are so thick and they grow so much that it just keeps filling it in with muck.
Yeah, mine's got a
There-
lot of
there's
sediment and stuff.
Yeah, there's some massive muskie and pike in that little puddle.
Still, after, even with all that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a couple deep holes, and then it's connected to a flowage.
Oh,
So they can get back out in the fall when they need to, and then they cruise back in the spring. But there's deep enough holes in there. There's still a couple of 20-foot holes. So, and it's
Oh, wow.
spring fed.
yeah.
So even the shallow spots stay thawed.
Mine's got to run into it from a bigger pond that's further back. When it overflows, it runs into mine, and when mine gets too full, other than running out all over it runs out and then down and up to the road.
Yeah, it's awesome when you're pulling in like a 36 or a 40-inch pike, and then all of a sudden like a 50 or 60-inch muskie or pike hits it, and you pull it out of the water, and there's just a great big chunk out of it.
Oh, jeez.
He's helping you fillet it.
Yeah.
They get aggressive in there because I mean there's them for food. They keep eating
Yeah.
each other.
Yeah. Wow. It's like pulling in the head of a tuna. That's all that's left after the shark got it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
I need to have it dredged. I'll have a machine do it. I won't do it.
Is that earth bottom pond, Mike? Is
Yeah.
that an earth bottom pond?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an acre.
Oh, wow.
Teflon.
Way to go, Brian.
There you go, Ron. Your new nickname is Eye Candy.
What?
Brian's got a thing for you.
Brian! How are you, bud?
Likes that gray beard, I guess.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Can you tell I'm blushing?
Putting some color back in that beard.
Mm. Yeah, really. Gonna have to get that, whatever it was, Grecian formula or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All these
Uh-oh.
struggles. I
Yeah.
totally can relate
We
to
lost
all of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go through a lot of beard oil, so
Same?
Am I missing
helps the
something?
it helps the duckweed stick.
Is that
Mike probably lost his connection.
there he is.
Kind of. He's almost there.
Yeah.
I have all the controls, but I keep my hands off if he's here. I've been known to make a mistake or two.
We only do that on Vibe's channel.
No.
Yeah,
Well, I'm not looking.
We only do that to Vibes. Whoops! Who let that guy up?
Is there a clip of that anywhere? I don't know.
No, I think Vibe's deleted the whole damn stream.
He deleted-
Probably. As quickly as he could.
That or he's got it in private.
That could be too. Never know. Everybody's got their own thing. No
You don't
judgment.
You don't want to see it.
The one you want to see is the one that happened on Mexicali's like 3 times in a row.
What stream was that?
I don't remember. It was some dude that wanted to do the helicopter really bad, though.
Well, I guess
Was it? I think a couple weeks before that, he got car a couple of times. One of the times he tried going up, he was using my icon and my name on his channel,
Oh,
and I wasn't up yet, so car was about to bring him up. And I told him that wasn't me. I'm sure Mexicali saved that cut though, or that clip on his stream.
yeah, he's got it on his phone and he's looking at it all the time.
for later use.
Yeah,
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 Greg,
that one wasn't the
Tic
Tic Tac. The Tic Tac would be entertaining too, though.
Yeah.
Oh, 1 second.
I missed that one of Mexicali's.
It depends, Duckweed. Usually, if you want to find, if you're the first time, you want to find a stream that doesn't have a lot of people on it, like in the chat, because then you feel a little bit more comfortable. Sometimes you do a backstage thing first and get the feel for it, how things work. And then as you get more comfortable, you start going on lives, then you start going on bigger channels. Or you just go straight on and have Mexicali interview you, and you totally ignore chat. And it's just the two of you. And then you go back and read everybody making funny in chat later.
Yeah. Mexicali Rico Jr.
First stream I ever did was with Mexicali.
Yeah.
I've been up there with Mexi.
I wasn't
First one I did was
first, but I wasn't his first, but I was in probably the top 10 or so, 10, 15 of them.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
He was still
First one I did
he was
was,
still working his way through it.
The first one I did was with Dusty at like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, wow.
And then
Yes.
Car, Saints Dust Aquatics.
Oh,
And then Car, and I don't remember who after that. Kind of lost track.
Duckweed could contact one of us. We could have him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could have him backstage sometime.
oh yeah.
He sees how to do
If
it.
you Google,
You
Get
You
him
need
to
what,
be in
500?
earnest.
need like 500 subs to do your own live streams. Is that what it is?
no,
Yeah.
like 50.
No.
Oh, is that it? Okay.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want with live stream.
All right.
Yeah, if you use a program, then you can get it with one sub.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, if you're going through StreamYard, you don't. I don't even know if there's a.
It's some kind of a cheat code thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
Duckweed,
Yeah,
if you
because
want
like Rocco and them
email-
on Rocco's channel, they were going
Yeah.
when they didn't even have any subs.
Well, there you go, Duckweed. You can just get StreamYard and it's free. Do your own streams.
Yeah.
Get started. Yeah, because people do that all the time too. They get out there, have no idea what they're doing. They just start rambling, have a good time. Next thing you know, people are watching.
Yeah, if you want to do it backstage, Duckweed, just email me.
Yeah, cool.
Ooh.
Or contact any of us up here on stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
You
fun.
might get up on Whip's famous channel one day.
Wow. Yeah.
There's not many people getting up on there.
No, how come?
I don't. This many people tends to confuse the crap out of me, and there's too much going on. This is slow. This conversation I can follow. But sometimes if you get too many chatty people up there, then you're talking over each other and all that stuff. So
All right.
Yeah, if that happens, I tend to shut up.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but we've been doing this chaos for almost a year now, so we're pretty well used to it.
Right.
Yeah. We have our
Yeah,
days.
you got it.
Get a little
You
excited.
gotta-
Well, we do.
See?
Go ahead, Whip.
No, I was just gonna say, but that's what you guys have been doing it a while, so you have it's kind of like a controlled chaos a little bit. But
Oh, yeah.
none of you are super animated about. I mean, nobody here really is overly animated.
Oh,
You have something to say, you
Bro.
say it, and you're done.
let me tell you, I am so animated. You don't even know.
Lumi After Dark is fun.
Yeah.
She's got it turned way down right at the moment.
I was going to
Yeah.
say, I'm not sure I buy into that, but
Yeah, like right now, she's on
Yeah.
low.
About 2:00 in the morning, you see the real Lumi show up.
Well, this is
2
also
o'clock
still
in the
a public
morning, I
setting,
only
so
see the inside of my eyeballs.
Yeah.
I always
Yeah,
have
gotta
to.
get better about
Say
that.
I always have to turn and look. Did we bring a sailor in here or what?
Oh, me?
Sailor Lumi.
Sailor Lumi?
Me? Never. I'm so innocent looking.
We
Looking. Yeah.
we do keep
Tommy, we know you get pretty animated, Tommy.
it. Yeah. We keep it quiet on Vibes' stream, but
On what?
I try.
on Vibes'
Vibes.
Yeah, I try to get him wound up every now and again and get him out of his shell, but
Yeah.
he's breaking away from the family stuff just a little bit.
a little bit.
I struggle with catching him. I mean, I see that he goes live a lot on Instagram, I think.
Yeah.
I'll get that notification, but YouTube almost never tells me when he's live. And then when he is live and I do see it, I'm usually either in bed
Sleep.
or working. It's never something I can just sit down and take in.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I know I stream pretty late on Sundays too, so
Yeah,
unless
I
I'm
almost
fishing,
never
then
catch
it's-
your stuff because you're past my bedtime.
I need to reel that back a little bit because I got to start going to bed earlier.
So
I
it's
keep
Got to
telling
change
myself
my work
that.
hours.
3 in the morning. You're gonna be going to bed at 2.
Just sleep
Yeah.
at work. Just sleep at work, Jeff. You'll be all right.
Apparently.
Eventually, that'll catch up to me. It's gonna bite me on the butt one day.
Fall asleep.
Can't
on
play
the
with-
job.
Well, yeah, you can't play with gas that long and not have something bad happen if you're falling asleep in front of a furnace.
Oh
So
my God. Yeah.
wouldn't be ideal.
Oh, I've sat on live gas lines welded the damn leak shut.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Talk about something that wants to make you pucker a little bit. But the only way you
Oh.
know you got it sealed, there ain't no more flame.
Yeah. We always weld the
That's a
hydraulic
different gas line.
We always
Yeah.
weld the hydraulic lines with them still running.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just got to make sure
Yeah.
you're
Natural gas lines.
Yeah, well, I ran over my foot with a weed eater today.
Was it on?
Yeah.
Yup, my foot got in the way. There was a tuft of grass right next to my toes, and it had to go.
Jimmy, do you change your damn name again?
Hi there.
Jimmy's Custom Car Creations.
I think that is him. He was
Yep.
in one of my streams not too long ago, and he confirmed.
That's Jimmy
Right.
P finally kind of showing up again.
Evidently.
I don't know. I got a text from him a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, he needs to be getting up on the stream again.
Yep.
Well, he's supposed to be getting his internet switched again.
Yeah.
The good stuff or the bad stuff?
Yeah.
Back to where it was where he could stream, because what he's got now, it's too patchy. Comes in
Oh,
and out.
yeah.
It was a satellite deal, but it wasn't Starlink.
That can completely screw you up for the rest of your YouTube career, if you want to call it a career. I mean, if you remember the guy that used to stream with Chattanooga Ed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's got the same internet I do.
James.
James,
Yeah.
yeah. What was his channel name, though? It's right out of my head.
It was,
Yeah. I know
Good
it
Lord.
too.
Yeah.
crap.
Anyway,
Oh,
he
blank too.
moved north and lost his internet, and he hasn't really streamed since. He's
We've
tried
had
it
him
a couple times.
on once.
Once. Fisher and Fever. There you go.
Yeah, Fisher and Fever.
There it is.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Yeah, we had him on once.
It sounded like he was coming back there for a little while.
Yeah,
Yeah, and he made
but-
another video right after he was on with us, and then gone.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds
Life
like
got in the way.
Do what?
Life got in the way.
yeah.
Yeah. Life happens. I mean,
Well, his big tank broke,
Oh, geez, yeah.
and he lost all but a few fish. And then, yeah, he was having all kinds.
Wow.
It's
Well,
like,
kid, Kathy called. It's dinner time.
All right.
Okay,
Thanks
Ron.
for coming up and playing, Ron.
Well, thanks
Yeah,
for letting me.
chatting with
I
you.
appreciate the invite. It's a
Well, you're
pleasure to
welcome
meet
in.
you all.
You can come up anytime, Ron.
Well, thank you. Yeah. Make room for somebody else, and hello and goodbye, everybody in the chat. I see Jeff P's in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, you just stopped in.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, y'all. And Jose, I got some fish going out to you tomorrow, pal. Never hesitate to ship something with me. Bye, y'all. Have a good night.
All right.
I,
Thanks,
We'll
Ron.
see you, Ron.
Bye-bye.
oh, Jeff,
Yes.
payback.
Payback for what?
Payback.
Yeah. I'll go
Payback.
get some ice cream later.
I have ice cream too. I got cookies and ice cream.
Yeah. I got some cookies too.
Yep,
I think I got some bananas.
That's
I
Jimmy.
think I got a banana split. Yeah.
That's Jimmy.
I can tell by the comments.
Yep.
Yeah.
Damn.
You need to get your internet fixed, Jimmy. It's funner to insult you in person.
You know, we're probably going to have Lefty this summer too.
I
Yep.
haven't been on a stream with Lefty yet.
He's
Yep.
he didn't get good news the other day.
No?
The school he's teaching at is closing,
Oh,
That sucks.
so he's going to have to find another job, I guess. Find another school.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff is devastating.
Yeah.
Or Mike has asked him, and he said when school's over, he'll be on.
I've already talked to Lefty about it. He's more than happy to do it when school's over because he's so crazy hectic right now.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Once summer gets here, I don't know how much I'll be up on Sundays because of the kayak stream and stuff.
Well, when it starts getting really warm, Jeff, I imagine I'll switch to every other weekend like it was before.
Okay.
You know,
And
the warmer
that's
months hard
pretty
to
much
get
what the
anybody watches.
that's pretty much what the kayak streams will be too, is every other weekend because it'll be the weekends that Jill's off.
What I'll probably do is the weekend you go, I won't go.
Okay.
The weekend,
I never know because sometimes I don't even have reception, so I can't go. But
right.
I try to pick a lake where I know I could get reception.
Oh, God.
Everybody welcoming Jimmy right back.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll come back, Jimmy.
Read the stone tablet instructions.
Yep.
See, everybody
Shut
was
up, Dan.
everybody was doing that to me because Jimmy wasn't here, so Jimmy's got to come back.
Yeah.
Everybody was asking me if I had the Fred Flintstone car as my first car and all kinds of stuff. And it's like, I'm not quite that old.
Yeah.
I always wanted one of those cars. I got
Lumi,
one.
we
I
had
think,
those.
and I
Just a
got the
little
ones
tiger.
where I kept like hitting my heels of my feet. They were ineffective. I did
Yeah.
not get to zoom around nearly as quickly as Flintstones.
Well, you got to
I
get
used to have
that run and start. You know, you got to pick the car up and
Yep.
I had a Chevy Chevette that was like that too, except for that one had its own power.
Oh, jump starting cars.
There you go, Jeremy. I'll drop the link for you, Jeremy. And Jimmy.
Who's
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
comes some bad news?
Oh,
Who we playing with?
Who aren't we?
Hello.
Oh.
Oh, we got
Just
Jeremy
remember to
too.
put your pants on.
All right,
I
I'll
got
drop
pants
down.
on.
I appreciate you having me up, though.
Thanks
All right,
for coming
Whip.
up, Whip.
See you, Whip.
See you later.
Are you saying pants are necessary?
Only for Branton.
I got pants on.
We have to
Are you
struggle
sure?
with him to keep him on. Hey, Jeremy.
And
The
we
hell, I
turned-
only came up here to talk to Whip.
Oh,
Oh. Oh.
see how he is? You come up, talk to him, and he bails. How you doing, Jeremy?
Good, man. How you doing, Mike?
I've been better. I'm tired. Long weekend.
Yeah, I moved, I don't know how many thousand pounds of big rocks, boulders this weekend.
Oh,
I could use a couple truckloads of those for my pond projects too.
I would like some rocks if we're giving out free rocks. Not the bad kind.
You know what's crazy is there's at least half a dozen, maybe 10 landscape places kind of near me. None of them had the big rocks. And I found a place in Pennsylvania. They not only do they have them, but they delivered them from Pennsylvania for $312, and they dumped a massive pile.
Oh, really?
on my driveway. Yeah. I mean,
Oh, sweet.
Nice.
I know it's the landscape prices or places by me are ridiculous because it's a high dollar tourist area. So I have to go to like concrete companies and stuff.
one
Home
place I
Depot.
was ready to order from them, and they didn't list it normal. They said like large, medium, whatever. And so I was like, yeah, I want to get a yard of the large. I was like, and then I just caught myself. I was like, just real quick, what size is the large? And they're like 4 to 6 inches. I'm like, whoa, hang on, that's not large.
oh, I'm gonna cancel that.
You cancel that, yeah. This place up in PA, they had 18-inch boulders. So,
Yeah, I don't want to be lifting that.
yeah, $180 for a yard of them, and then I got a yard of like your normal big ones, 10, 12, something like that, 8, 10 maybe.
There's I live in a very sandy area, duckweed, so I can't get them. Occasionally, I can find a farm field that I can buy them from, but there's not a lot of places for me to get rocks.
Fortunately for me, most of them come out of Delaware River, and that's only about, hour and a half for me or something. So it's usually quite a bit around here.
Around here, you gotta watch what you pick up because a lot of them will be sandstone.
There's not too much sandstone here, I don't think.
A lot of it here.
I have a lot of mush near me.
Yeah, I got a lot of
Sand.
limestone rocks where I am.
if I head
Sandstone and
north-
slate.
Yeah, if I head north, then there's iron ore and copper and stuff in the rock, so it sucks.
We actually have a pond place here that sells rock by the pound. You don't want to buy a pond filter or nothing in there because they're a ridiculous price, but they're really good priced on their rock.
Yeah.
The lady that does the selling, she's about as lazy can be. Because they have these big wagons, you put your rocks in, and you wheel them over to the scale, and she looks at it, and she says, "Yeah, that looks like about 10 pounds." It's like, yeah, the one rock is 10 pounds. All right, load it up.
Yeah.
We have that rock quarry just about, I don't know, half a mile from you. I need to go there and see what they got.
I've got some gravel pits and stuff, but they're all closed down now.
Is sandstone bad for aquariums?
It'll just fall
Can't.
apart. It'll
Yeah.
fall apart.
Depends on how big it is, too. But yeah, it just dissolves, basically.
I end up spending way too much money on Amazon because I get the 3-inch rocks, river rocks, for get 20 pounds for $56.
What?
Yeah. Nick, what part of the driftless are you in?
So a funny thing happened last week. I found a website that had all these fish I've been looking for that I could never find. So I placed a big order, and I get a phone call Monday morning And they're like, yeah, you never ordered from us before. We just want to get a little more information from you. I said, yeah, sure, no problem. And they're like, what aquarium do you work with? I was like, Aquarium Domain. They're like, where's that at? I was like, the YouTube. They're like, no, what? The guy's like, no, like, do you work the San Diego Aquarium? And I was like, I don't work for an aquarium. I just keep fish and everything. He's like, oh, well, we only sell to public aquariums. And I was like, oh, okay. So that explains, like, some of the stuff. They had these weird quantities where you had to get at least 6 of them, and they were like sharks and stuff. I was like, man, who's going to want to have to have 6 big ass sharks? You know? But at any rate, I was talking to the guy we talked on the phone probably for like 45 minutes about all this different stuff. And he's looking at the channel. He's like, well, you obviously got the tanks that are big enough for it, so there's no reason I can't sell it to you. So he sold the stuff to me.
Oh.
And he said in the future, he said the way they work is you place an order with them. Well, you basically tell them what you want, and then they go source it. Like, you know, they go get it out of the ocean or whatever.
So have you chatted with them about maybe selling some of your sharks to them?
No, I didn't. But I
mean, how many freaking eggs can you hatch, dude?
What's that?
How many eggs can you hatch?
Find out. There's 11 in there right now.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's a lot of sharks.
Yeah. Well, what I did do though is I sent them an email with my laundry list of all my, fish I want, everything. So.
Did they have your angels?
What's that?
Did they have the angels you were looking for?
This is only saltwater.
Oh.
Yeah. But they brought me a stingray from the Red Sea. Already came in. 2 sharks
Nice.
out of Indonesia, and I don't know how they get them, but they got a whole bunch of I forget the name. They're crazy looking fish. They're like pink, yellow, blue, red, and they're like a schooling fish. Actually, they're like a type of snapper, but they get big and they school, and they're from around like really from Hawaii all the way down to Fiji, But they got those. They got candy snappers. They got French grunts out of the Caribbean. It's like, and it all came in last week from all these different places, and the packages. It's all like great, great quality, everything. So, because it's hard to find, like with the sharks, right? They spend a lot of time sort of chilling on the ground. They're not just always swimming around all the time. And it's nice to have something top water to give you that movement, the color, and everything. But it's got to be big enough that they're not going to eat it. It's not easy to find that kind of fish. So.
Yeah.
You need grunts or snappers or groupers, things that are like that. Even groupers, you need big ones. But I'm pumped, man, because they have it's not, it's the stuff they can bring in is really awesome.
I think you should talk to them about the sharks, though. Selling some of your babies. Maybe hatch them out and then sell them to them.
Work out some kind of deal with them.
Yeah, I gotta read. There's a quasi local store to me in Baltimore that they sell. The guy who I know there, he doesn't run it anymore, but his brother does, and I think I could talk to him and probably.
Hi, darling. What's up?
You're still on, Lumi.
Who's talking to us?
Sorry, Willow. I'm here feeding some. Willow just walked in the room.
I just heard like, "Hey, darling, what's up?" I was like, "What is going on? Who's talking?"
Sorry.
I'm waiting for.
Hi, Willow.
I was waiting for.
Saying hi to you. You want to come say hi?
You suck.
Right here.
Hi, Willow.
See, Jeff's waving. Lumi's waving. Curtis is waving.
Jimmy
Mike's
P.
waving. I'm getting tired. You want me to come downstairs? No, I just hopped up. I get off. It is live. You want to tell everybody they suck? Huh? No?
That was a different life
It's okay.
for me.
Willow, it's okay if you say, David, you suck.
She can't hear you guys
I know.
Why can't I?
because I got the headphone in.
You have one?
Hmm?
You have one?
The other one's downstairs. I'll get off here though, baby.
Put up with you? Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna hop down, guys.
All right.
Later.
Bye, Willow.
Jeez.
You suck, Branton.
Thanks.
No.
Yeah.
I'm sure if I'm going to be able to move tomorrow. Do all that work. It doesn't catch up to you right away. It takes a day, you know. Just wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
Back
I'm not
to work
looking forward to that. I still have to do 14-ish water changes because I was a slacker this weekend, but I do them every weekend, and I run random tests anyways, so I'm just like, what's one day? What's one day? Just one more day.
I recall most of your tanks are well planted, right? So
Who?
Yeah. Yours.
Oh, yeah. All of my plants are heavily planted. I have 15 tanks and 2 ponds, and then 4 tubs.
I would say one day will matter nothing at all.
Yeah. It triggers my OCD just ever so slightly because I'm just like, I need to clean it. I need to clean it.
Trust in nature.
Yeah.
Nature and stability.
Yeah, my friend that started getting me into the whole pond system would get so mad when he would see me hunched over the pond with my little net, scooping out like leaves and pine needles. He's like, Lumi, it's a perfect bio ecosystem situation. Leave it alone. And I was like, I gotta touch it. I gotta take it out. It's coming out.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeff, I saw on Aquahuna, they had like orange Venezuelan cories for $2 a piece.
Yeah. They're getting cheaper. They're coming down a lot.
Yeah, they
I remember when they were 30 each, which is when I got them.
That just blew me away.
Yeah.
$2 a piece at retail.
They've come down a lot, for sure. There is a saltwater fish that I'm looking for, but I can't remember what the hell it's called.
Oh. I want those
Oh.
ones that latch onto things.
Yeah, that's the one.
You're looking for the same one? They come in different colors. They look incredibly
Yeah.
fake.
Yep, but they don't look like that their whole life.
Talk about frogfish.
Kinda.
Not
They're like
bad-
the little ball.
Yeah,
I think it only gets to be like.
up in front of it, and then they grab it.
I don't think it's called a frogfish though, because I know the frog and the toad, but it's similar species.
Well, they're like wart skin frogfish, whatever. I mean,
You're talking
No,
one
no.
purple colored and all of that?
Yeah, they look like little sponges.
What the hell's the name of that?
Yeah, I can't think of it.
I mean, anglerfish.
No. They're pretty big in China right now, if I remember right, or Japan or something like that.
I'm
They eat
bringing up
them.
my Google skills.
They're not angler. Huh?
The
No,
rhino,
not an angler.
the rhinopius? Is that how you say it?
Maybe
Nope, that doesn't sound familiar.
They're the purple ones.
it might be the right name for them. I don't know. I was just Googling cute fish. So
Same.
Those rhinopias are like, you have to like feed them blue damsels, which will get pretty spendy in a hurry.
Yeah.
Saltwater.
no, that's not it
Are they
either.
called lumpfish?
Yeah, lump. That's it.
That's what I was saying. Lumpfish.
Lump?
Oh,
Not
your
bad.
mic's cutting out, Mike.
Is a lump like lumpy dog?
Yeah, lump suckerfish.
And what tank are you going to put those in?
Every
Oh, I'll have
tank.
to give up a tank. Yeah, I'll have to give up a tank.
They're,
They're probably going to be out in the living room though. They probably won't be fish room fish.
Yeah, that seems like something that could replace a TV very easily because they like to attach to each other too.
They're derpy fish.
I love derpy
Do
fish.
you even have a saltwater tank?
lump suckers.
Lump suckers. Yep. They get ugly when they get bigger, but if I can make babies of them, I don't care. I
What
just
do they
gotta
look
figure
like
out how to
when
grow
they
them up.
That's a saltwater fish from the cold
Yeah,
North Atlantic and the Arctic Ocean.
yeah. Probably have to run a chiller on that.
Probably.
Foxy will get mad at me because I'll be willing to run a chiller for those and not the axolotls. Sorry, Foxy.
To cold water?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. You could try
I'll just
them. 72 or something. I doubt it.
Yeah, no.
I'll have to go ahead, Jeremy.
I was going to say 55 is probably going to be tops for those guys, 55, 58 degrees.
Yeah.
Like your California cold water fish, they can kind of tolerate up to like 70 for a period of time. They're going to want more like 62.
No, I'll have to build a specialty stand and turn the whole bottom of it into a refrigerator.
I wouldn't say just put a glass panel on a refrigerator. There you go.
Yeah, that'd probably be easier. I get a mini fridge and turn it into a sump.
There you go. My brother had one for a long time that had like 50-foot
Foxy,
hose.
you didn't hear that, Foxy.
She's eyeballing.
See you later, dude. Later, Mike.
Your
All right,
mic
later,
is in
Mikey.
the upward position. We can't hear you. That
That's it.
explains everything.
Yeah.
I took out my Sherlock skills. I got this.
Detective Lumi.
It's very possible, Stan. I might be able to pull that off. Do a saltwater pond outside. I gotta run a coil down into the ground and run 58-degree water across them.
We'll see you later, local Austin. See you, Mike.
Definitely going to need to film the crap out of that tank.
Yeah.
Because there's no.
Having the background at
You heard nothing,
HVAC will
Foxy.
help too, Jeff.
I can't
Right.
My
wait.
room,
I can't wait to see what shape it changes the bonds to.
my room is 75 and I'm covered in goosebumps right now.
Yeah. That pond will probably have to be a really deep one.
Clam shaped.
Yeah, possibly.
Oh, have the clam opening right at the.
Yeah.
Possibly tulip shaped.
Oh. Venus flytrap.
Yeah, there we go.
Wow. Now we do need Jimmy in here.
Yeah.
Ron was just making her behave, is all. Or Whip was one of the two.
Probably both.
Yeah. Well, Henry's volunteering Lumi to help me dig, so we're all good.
I've
Jeff,
already
what
said
time's
I
your
would help
stream?
you.
What's that?
Time's your stream tonight, Jeff?
Whenever we finish up here. Probably like 9:30ish. I don't want to go too late though, so it'd probably be an hour stream tonight maybe. Yeah. I gotta dink with some stuff in Tinkercad.
I have to get my brine shrimp out.
I gotta order some.
I haven't been feeding it lately. I need to start making it again.
Yeah, I'm gonna spoil the gouramis with it.
Yeah, I had 2 batches back to back that I had to toss because I worked too long. So I got irritated.
I have half a container of those the shellless cysts or whatever from
Decapsulated?
Brine Direct. I
Yeah.
hate
Decaps-
those things. I really don't like them. I still have half a thing of that. I'm probably just going to, I don't know, but
What's
I
the
don't like
difference?
I don't like the film it leaves on my brine shrimp blenders at all, and it
Oh,
smells.
I get that out of the other ones too.
And it's like it's more thick and gooey. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like just tipping it over and having all of the shells just come out into the drain.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna try 3D printing one of those brine shrimp hatchery separator deals where you just put the eggs in the outer ring, then they swim to the center. You scoop them up.
Mhm.
I have one.
But I want to do a big version of it. It'll have to wait till I get the new printer though.
Can do an industrial sized one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got one, don't you, Curtis?
Yeah, I got the regular one.
Yeah.
It doesn't hatch very much because it's so small.
I know. That's why I want to do the bigger one. Have it hold about a gallon of water or so.
Yeah. But it's easy. You don't need any air or anything. Just put the eggs in the salt water in and you're done.
Yeah. And then you just scoop them all day and just go dump them. Reset them every 48 hours. If you got 2 of them, reset 1 a day.
Yeah. Just make one like Greg Sage did out of those great big ass flower pots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you do like a half a can of eggs every time.
Yeah. I'm not doing that many, but yeah. I'm not freezing my eggs, dude.
I do
hate
2
happening.
scoops.
Yeah, 2 scoops is what I do too. About 2 tablespoons.
How's Greg getting the eggs off of it? He's scooping them off, or has he got that set up to drain?
You
He's
know,
got
I've never
He's
asked.
got a D-pad sure, doesn't he? The super tall cyclone one.
No, he makes his out of flower pots.
Big flower pots.
Big
I thought he
flower.
had a.
He's
He had a big
Curtis has
cyclone DIY thing.
He's
Yeah.
got one. Curtis has one of them of Greg's too. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he was
got
selling
one.
them, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Could have
Made with
sworn
2
Greg
liter
was selling them
bottle.
online.
made with the
No,
2 liter
it's-
bottle.
I thought it was bigger than that. Oh, maybe. I thought it was a different style though.
These are just 3D printed parts, and you put the bottle in between.
Yeah.
Now he's got ones that are big old flower pots.
The one he uses in his room is DIY flower pot, like
Okay.
2 or 3 gallons of water.
Yeah, I know I'm gonna 3D print a sleeve for my Zis hatcheries to darken them up, but I want it removable, so I don't want to paint them.
I wish Alex would.
I did that with electrical tape.
Yeah.
Alex has a video of Mitchell Broomer's homemade ones that he 3D printed, and
And
Yeah,
that's
I
why I have electrical tape.
I would much rather have one of those if you could ever get your hands on one.
If he released a video more than once a year, I mean, we might
Where
have,
Alex been
we
lately,
might have
yeah?
access to that.
I feel like I haven't seen Alex around as much lately.
Yeah,
He's been busy gaming.
I talk to him all the time.
I talk to him every once in a while. Usually I make fun of him for not releasing a video.
He showed us the video backstage.
Yeah. It's like 4 hours.
Yeah, and I was just like, I want that hatchery.
I
was
wanted
like falling asleep
everything.
at the end of it.
Huh?
I was falling asleep at the end of it.
I think we all were, but we all wanted everything still.
Yeah.
But how he printed that, where it was only had light in the bottom and the rest of it was colored filament,
Yeah.
and the way he made everything about it, the way the water went in, the way he drained it, it makes the blender look bad. Just put it that way.
Yeah. I don't know. I still like the blender though.
I just use
I mean,
2-liter bottles.
Yeah, it's just easy.
Yeah, I have 2 of the blenders, and I just put I bought 2-inch electrical tape, so
Okay.
I wouldn't have to go as
That
crazy
Oh,
around
that's
it.
many times. Yeah, that's probably worth doing too. I just want it to be removable, so if I paint it, I'll end up scratching the hell out of it if I have to take it off again.
That Missouri Aquarium Society, Massey on
Mhm.
YouTube.
Yeah.
There's a video on their channel where they have their members showing stuff, and a guy showing how he does his brine shrimp, and he's got a cardboard tube, and he just slides it over the whole thing to block all the light out.
Hey, Rack.
Yeah. Hey,
And
bonsai.
then when he's ready to hatch it, he just pulls it off and lets it get light.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, I've probably thrown away half a dozen of them stupid cardboard tubes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Let's say we call her good there.
All right.
Got to get ready for your stream soon too, Jeff. So
Yeah.
I
I'm
thank
tired.
everybody. Yeah, me
There's a
too.
long day.
Thank everybody for coming up. Everybody in chat, moderators, Jeremy, Lumi, Jeff, Curtis.
Thanks
And
for having
as
us.
always, we'll see y'all next week.